few meetings ago, I had asked a question about how, if a chairman of a planning board could make town law, and concerning this heliport, approval of this heliport down there. And if it's in the code book, it says there's not, this is a residential area, it's not an airport. So I'm just wondering how in the world that the planning board could have given approval to something that's obviously against the code. So that was one thing that I'd like an answer for.
Right, I will look into that.
Number 3, up on Mountain Road, Mr. Rowe and others, I believe, operations called Black Creek, they've been involved in some very serious work going on up there. There's mining going on there. The hoist trucks coming out of there by the road trucks coming out of there. It looks like timber harvesting's been going on up there. We know at least one or maybe more man-made lakes have been created up on the mountain. Does anybody know anything about what's going on up there?
Nothing has come before the planning board, to the best of my knowledge.
Wouldn't they have had to have permits to build man-made lakes above people's heads, and especially considering the amount of flooding that we've had in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood is rife with flooding coming down that mountain. And now we hear there's man-made lakes up there. I mean, don't you think that the public should know about this stuff? I mean, how do you just go and do stuff like that without having anybody say, hey? So we'd like to, my neighbors and I would like to know exactly what is going on up there, and were there permits,
Building permit issue for a home up there, is there not? I believe there was, but I don't access. I have to look into that. Access through the Young property and goes further on up. The Young property was cited for a violation about 2 months ago because they had a demolition permit and they did it and they never closed out the demolition permit, and the violation was transferred with the sale of the property, and then the new owner of the property paid the violation because the violation was transferred with the sale of the property. I believe that is the road access, so that wouldn't require an access permit because they're going through a pre-existing access. That's all I'm familiar with that.
There's a pretty huge fire up there too, right? Maybe connected with the access.